bandana around my neck and a winter hat. It's 80 degrees
Okay, well, we're recording now.
Okay.
So this might be one of the hottest episodes we've ever had in Burning in Hell. We are here today with Luke Gulbranson. Apparently I've been pronouncing his last name wrong for over a year, which is super embarrassing. He's been begging me to go on the pod. He's all like, "Oh, Hannah, when are you going to let me go on the pod? Oh, yeah, coyotes. Oh, yeah." I said, "Luke, step up. It's time to bring you to hell." And it's not going to be an easy episode, I'll tell you that. Luke, welcome.
Well, first off, thanks. I didn't know I was taking a trip to Ireland, but it was a good try on your accent there. That's all right.
Anything to say for yourself before you get into the heat of things? Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Not really. No, I have nothing to say for myself.
Good.
I'm tired.
You're very good looking. Don't talk too much. You know how I like to play the game. So why don't we start with the question everyone wants to know. You went on a live. You said, "Hannah, I'm going to send you some maple syrup." Where is my maple syrup?
It's in the fridge here. I've got a few more I got to make, but it's in my fridge. So
are you going to send it to me?
You know what's messed up? I keep thinking to myself, I'm like, why is it? Because I keep getting all these DMs of people being like, "Did you send Hannah the syrup?" I'm like, when the fuck did I say I was going to send Hannah the syrup? But apparently I said that. So I'll send you some, but honestly,
Luke,
God, I don't remember saying that.
If you want this to work out, you have to say things with action that matches it, because you're a sweet talker. But if your actions don't align with that, then girls are not going to trust you.
Maybe it's all the concussions. I didn't remember saying it. That's all.
That's why
I can send you some for sure. Listen, I've been so busy. I've got bags of frozen maple water I have to boil. I haven't been able to make that much yet, but I tried it the other morning. It was really good. So I'll send you some. I'll have to get the FDA to approve it, but I'll send you some.
Okay, I don't like your tone already. Second question. Why the fuck are you growing a beard and dreads right now?
I'm not growing dreads. I'm growing a beard because basically my whole life for the past 15 years, I'm told how I need to look and what I need to do in the modeling world. Not so much acting unless I'm playing a character, but in modeling, I usually have to be clean cut and have short hair, and my personality and me as a person is beard and long hair. I'm just being myself. It's nice.
I mean, I have a theory that if you have a beautiful jawline, which you do, you don't want to cover it with a beard. But if you don't have a good jawline, you could become a beard guy and girls will like that. But I actually, Luke, I get it. It's almost like, I was a tennis player, how I was forced to work out so much that I don't like being told to work out nowadays. So it's like, you hate when I try to sexualize you. If I'm like, "Luke, take your shirt off," or "Luke, shave your beard," you're like, "No." And I'm like, why do you have to yell? But it's like it's like modeling PTSD, right?
Wait, hold on. You better not say that I yelled at you, because
sorry, he doesn't yell.
I don't yell at you, so let's not go there.
But the reason I think Luke and I have such incredible tension is because I want to objectify Luke and he won't let me. And I want him to objectify me and he refuses to do it. So we're just fighting each other. He cares about me and I don't want him to. And then I don't want to care about him, but I do. Anyway.
By the way, my allergies are horrible, so bear with me here.
A lot of excuses we're getting on the other side. We've got so many great questions. Someone wants to know, what cologne do you wear? Do you smell like bonfire, maple syrup, and pheromones? Because that's what they think that you smell like.
That's a great case. That's actually awesome. Wow.
You should make a candle that smells like maple syrup. People love
you know what? That's a good idea, and I think I will. I for quite a few years now, I've made my own cologne. I used to buy cologne when I did. I used to wear Acqua di Armani and I don't know, whatever. But I started making cologne a few years ago, and I wear a mixture of a pine scent, a few other things. I'm not going to give it away because I'm actually going to make a cologne for my brand. And nice. I'm going to use what I make. So yeah. So what they just told me is another idea. Maybe I'll have to do a maple syrup mixture thing for a fragrance. I want to get a perfume for women too.
Do you like how I smell?
Yeah, you smell great, Hannah. You smell well, it depends. If we're playing tennis and I'm kicking your ass, you usually
Never happened.
But,
Never
yeah.
happened.
You kidding me? Yeah. Yeah, it did.
People don't understand how much tennis we played this summer. Like we would play every morning and occasionally they'd show it, but we'd like go into a scene where people were fighting and I'd be like, guys, I just played 3 sets of tennis. I'm exhausted. I don't give a fuck about your relationship. I'm over this.
Well, no, but the worst part was I wanted to keep playing and you would go, no, we have to go film. And I'd be like, well, Hannah, I want to keep playing.
Because I'm a professional. I'm a professional. So you have become kind of this sex symbol on Summer House. When did you first realize you were good looking?
Well, that's actually really funny. These questions are great because these are questions I don't like answering because I don't think like that.
And he'll only let me ask them because I will yell at him if he doesn't.
No, yeah, exactly. Well, I'm on here, so I'm gonna answer them for you. I've been asked this shit before, told it, and when I see myself, I see me. I don't see someone who's good looking. I don't see anything like that. I just see myself. If I look in the mirror, it's just me, and I don't necessarily think I'm good looking or better looking than the next person. I think we're all just who we are, and my mom and dad made me. I didn't do anything to earn anything or be a certain way. I mean, It is what it is. I mean, I could be good looking, but I could suck as a human being and be a shitty person, or I could be maybe not that good looking and being amazing. Like, looks don't matter, and I don't really give a shit. So I mean, I get it.
You kind of remind me of this new kitten I adopted. Like, she's so fucking good looking, but she doesn't know that she's good looking. She's just a kitten, but everyone gives her all the attention because she's the cutest one. And I'm like, oh my god, that's Luke if he was a kitten.
Oh, that's so funny. No, that's actually hilarious. It makes me think of that's funny that you would think that. That's creative.
I do think that there are a lot of like obviously positives being a good looking guy, but there also are some negatives where I think like people have preconceived notions of you, like they think you're a dick because you have abs. What kind of preconceived stuff do you think you have to do?
No, it's really interesting. I'm really glad you bring that up because people oh my god. Okay, I actually had someone DM me the other day and they said
is it a girl?
Yeah, it was a girl.
You have girls DMing you? Did you respond?
I respond to everybody, Hannah. I try at least. I'm up till 2:30 in the morning because I respond to everybody. But no, I I had said something about she had listened to a podcast that I did, and I said that life was tough growing up. I didn't have an easy life, and we all have our story. And I don't expect sympathy from anybody. I was just trying to put it out there what I went through a lot more to it. But she goes, you're white, you're good looking. Your life wasn't that bad. And I was like, wow, you are so like naive or ignorant for that statement, because like you don't exactly know what I went through or who I am. And just because I look a certain way, do you know how many times I haven't booked a job or something because they go, oh, he's too good looking for the part, or he's too this or too. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Or how about, or like I don't fit, like. No, but I'm just saying there's people.
Or girls are probably intimidated to even talk to you at a bar because you look so hot.
No, that's fucked up. I mean,
guys are intimidated talking to me all the time. Look at me. I know what it's like, Luke. I know.
Why
are you laughing? What are you
No,
laughing
just because I think that I just think that looks don't really matter, and I think that they can help, I guess, in certain things, but I don't think of it like that. But they also can work against you, and like people have preconceived notions or ideas or thoughts because you look a certain way, and it shouldn't be that way for anybody. Regardless of anything. You
are an extreme. Like I think any extreme, you get treated a type of way where like you are stereotypically what society thinks is good looking. So I think that you will get treated a type of way because of it, and it's like caused you to think certain ways or feel type of ways. Like I do think you get away with saying more random shit and people will just like smile and laugh because you're hot.
Well, that's fucked up. That shouldn't be that way. I don't think but I don't think I say a lot of shit that would make people think that either.
That's why I don't mean like mean shit, but I'm saying like ugly people have great personalities because to get people to like them.
So you're saying I don't have a good personality?
Funny. I'm not saying you have bad personality. I'm saying that you haven't had. You haven't had.
You're burning in hell, Hannah.
I'm saying, this is backfiring. No, I'm just saying that you're not as funny as me, but everyone knows that. Okay, but I do want to say, before you went on Summer House, did you have any preconceived notions of anyone on the cast from what you've seen? Because you never watch reality TV, but you like were forced to watch this show and figure out. What did you think of some of the people on the show?
Yeah, I mean, you base opinions off of what you see. You don't know the people, and I feel like everybody should have a fair shake, right? So immediately I was like, Jordan's gonna drive me crazy if this dude's around me. Like I had and I thought in my head, based off of the show, but I went into it being like, well, I need to give the guy a fair shake and meet him, and then when I met him, I was like, I have nothing bad to say about him. He's been nothing but polite, nice, respectful. He hasn't like he's been cool to me. I think Jordan's a good dude. I got nothing against him. And and I remember,
for Jordan.
Yeah. Well, like I mean, like, so I don't know, whatever. Maybe he just didn't do anything wrong to me. And then I immediately thought that I felt like I remember I actually told my sister I felt like I was going to connect with you, and I told her that. And I said I feel like I was like, I'm gonna connect with her. I didn't know you at the time. I just said her. But I feel like I get on with her the best. And then sure shit, as soon as I got there, swear to God, I immediately connected with you. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not like psychic or something, but I think the vibe that you had was, I was like, it was more relatable to me. And I felt like I would have that way. I don't know. And then I didn't really think too much about, everybody else. I didn't get it. I wasn't like, oh, they're a bad person or they're this and that. Cause I didn't really feel that way about anybody. I was just kind of going into it being like, cool, let's just, see how it goes. See how
What's funny
is
I had a preconceived notion of you. That's the word that we're working on today. Preconceived notion that like you came in, you were cute, but I was like, yeah, they're testing me with another hot, tall guy. They saw something on a list that they thought I'd like, and they're trying to get me to break up with Armand, and it's not going to work on me. And then, and then, like, I thought you were just honestly a stupid hockey player, and I didn't realize, I didn't assume that you would like be so creative and that you were such a good listener and you had such a good sense of humor. Not as funny as me, but like you were good at laughing at my jokes. And then you were like athletic, and there were all these sides to you that I didn't expect. And that's where I think it was so natural that you saw us like slowly start to gain trust in each other. And people didn't even know we were hanging out so much during the week where every weekend we'd have like a whole new kind of understanding of each other. People like to shit on us on Twitter because they say that I'm like a 5 and you're a 10. You've been with probably how many women in your life?
Like, what do you mean been with? Like, had a drink with? Like,
how many women have you had a drink with in your life?
I don't know, Hannah. I honestly have no idea. Probably, I don't know, 10.
1,000. But I'm saying, like, you said something on the show that was really sweet where you were like, I've dated a lot of girls, so I know what a connection is. How would you explain like what a connection is? Because I feel like a lot of girls and guys are searching for that. How would you explain it?
I'm an old fart, Hannah. Remember that. And I think what happens is when you get put through the ringer when you're young with dating people. And, if you don't just settle down, I feel like with like a high school sweetheart or someone right away that you usually are going to date and go through experiences. You're going to have heartbreak. You're going to fucking need to see a therapist at some point. You're going to have all types of shit happen to you, but it helps you grow. And then what you look at things and you find things in people that you probably, I don't know, things that matter, things that like a real connection, like someone that makes you happy and someone you enjoy spending your time with. And you learn about yourself too, and being like, well, shit, maybe I wasn't a good person and I need to change things about myself or whatever. So
I think you're really right. I think like that first love is that thing that you're like, oh my God, it's happening. This is what I watched in movies, and you're so in such like a fantasy world, and if you marry that person, it sometimes can work, but nothing's quite like your first love because you've no clue who you are or what you're doing. And then as you get older, you know exactly you're learning forever who you are, but you know more who you are. You know more what you're looking for, so you get way more picky. And you're 37. You've
Whoa. I'm 36, Hannah.
I've been telling everyone you're 37.
That's so fucked up.
You're 36, but like I even at one point in the show, I was like trying to hook up with you because I'm a fuck girl, and I wanted to brag to my friends that I fucked you. And at one point I was like, I was like, don't you want to see my boob? And then I'm like, he doesn't give a fuck. He's seen so many boobs in his life. He's not even fazed by my boob. He's like, Hannah, tell me about your dreams and your insecurities. And I'm like, suck on my titty.
That's actually really funny and probably true. Yeah, I feel like when you that's funny. Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like when you're older, you've kind of been there and done it, and you just like it is interesting way of saying that, but that's true. I feel
How'd you have
don't
the
care about certain
self-control
things.
when you were drunk and I was like, you know, doing my thing, trying to get you to like want to kiss me in bed and stuff? How'd you reject me?
I didn't always have self-control, Hannah. Let's be honest. But sometimes sometimes when you're an old fart, like I said, like me, you just know what you want, and sometimes that's just to go to fucking bed. I don't care if I'm drunk, or sometimes I'll drink too much and be like, yeah, I need
Have you ever heard of a quickie?
Yeah, Hannah, I've heard of a quickie, but I've also heard of I haven't slept in 2 nights because I've been drunk and I just want to go to bed.
Yeah, but the truth is, don't play me. The truth is, you weren't tired. You knew that if you had sex with me, it could put you in dangerous waters.
Well, you're talking about that now. I thought you were talking about just like sometimes I was just like I just want to go to bed. but if you're talking about that, yeah, if you want to go down that road, I mean, we've talked about that on numerous times on like that whole situation was clearly it was I mean, I didn't need any more heat than what I was getting.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought your podcast was tough. Try living in somewhere else and deal
I
with what I
know.
was doing there.
Do you think that me and you will ever have sexual intercourse?
I don't know. I don't put expectations on anything, Hannah.
Do you want to have sex with me?
Yeah, every day.
I fucking hate you sometimes. You guys don't even know the level of games we're playing and the levels of this conversation. Think between the lines. What are your biggest turn-ons in a girl?
Oh man, this is a question that I should think about for like 30. Like, damn, why did I think about that? No, I feel like someone. It's important for someone, and it's pretty cliche for someone to say, you know, someone that's fun or this and that. But no, I think someone that's outgoing. Like I said, like you gave me shit right away. I like someone that'll come at me, but not like in an aggressive, like mean way, but but you know, someone that'll like flirt with me in the sense of joke around with me and have fun, because that's my personality. I like to joke around and have fun. You clearly know that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's important to me, and someone that's driven. I don't like lazy people that just sit around and do nothing and are like want to just like watch fucking the Kardashians and twirl their hair and be like like fuck that shit, man. I can't deal with that. You're not the woman for me if you want to do that. I can tell you that. Fuck. I don't like a lot of. Anyway, I'm not going to get into what I don't like. But
Are there
women
any
that
like
are motivated and fun and funny and outgoing and want to do fun shit and not just sit around and.
Do you think you would have liked me if I didn't have a fat ass?
Absolutely not.
Girls, that's what I've been trying to tell everyone. If you got a fat ass, don't worry for a second if you know, if you're a little depressed sometimes, you gain a little bit of weight, you feel anxious, you feel like you talk too much. He doesn't give a fuck. Shake that
I
ass
don't
and
like
be
that.
confident.
Yeah. I'm more of a curves. I like curvature. I'm physically, when it comes to physicality, I don't like
Well, it's so
super,
funny
super
because
skinny.
you are, as a model, you're probably surrounded by like the skinniest people in the world.
Yeah, not everybody, but yeah.
Would you have to reject like skinny models all the time?
No, it's not. No, I didn't have people throwing themselves at me or anything. But no, I physically I can't do it. I have friends that are super attracted to women that are like this skinny, and it's just not for me. I can't do it.
Yeah, because you want someone to eat beef jerky and put maple syrup on like a pile of pancakes in Minnesota.
Yeah. No, but like it's just not my thing. I just don't like super, super skinny.
You've been accused of a lot of things this season. Do you consider yourself a player?
When I was younger, probably, yeah. But I wasn't necessarily being a player, I don't think, as opposed to just immature. not knowing that, like, I should have just, I don't know, it's maybe being selfish in the sense that, you know, I just wasn't ready to settle when I was young. And I'm glad I didn't, because I wouldn't have grown and learned the things I know now. Like, I don't want to hurt people, hence why our summer was a lot of the way it was. I've hurt people before, and I don't want to do that. It's not fun. I mean, I do care, and I have feelings and emotions, and I don't want to hurt anybody.
And
So
you've experienced that once you have sex, it becomes more intense if they're like.
Well, I don't believe everything that comes out of someone else's mouth. That's for sure. I think that the only person that can control anything is yourself. So the decisions I make, I'm going to have to deal with the repercussions of it. So I have to make sure that whatever happens is, like, if I can control it, I'm going to control it. But I think, I don't think I'm a player, but if I'm single, you're damn right, I'm going to date around and have fun. Fuck yeah. Like, if I'm dating someone, absolutely not. I won't do that. But if I'm single, I'm going to be like every other man or woman out there that's single, and date and have fun and live my life. Like, why, who wouldn't do that?
What were you like in high school? Like, when did you start getting attention from women? Like, were you cool? Like, were you sporty? Tell me, or were you a fucking nerd with your thick ass glasses?
No, I was an athlete. I mean, I had my Letterman jacket, and I played 3 sports. I pretty much was friends with people from all different groups of you know, I was friends with some emo kids, friends with athletes, friends with some nerdy kids. It didn't matter. Like, people are just people. I hung out with the class underneath my class a lot, because I just got on with them better. There was, like, it was just a fun class. I liked my class,
younger women.
No, yeah, no, but like, my best friend was in that class, and a lot of the guys on the hockey team were a year younger than me. And then when I was younger, I hung out with the older kids. When I was a freshman, sophomore, I hung out with the seniors.
And when you were younger, you wanted to be a professional hockey player?
Yeah.
This is how I interview you. I just tell you the answer because I know everything.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. And then, but then in high school, I did like, I got like homecoming king and all that shit. So that's who I was.
Oh, do you think that you would have liked me when I was in high school? Because I was loud. I was friends with everyone, and I would play. I was on the tennis team. I didn't do drugs. I didn't really party that hard. And I was like, my butt was like coming in, but I had no boobs.
Oh, yeah, boobs don't matter.
Wait, repeat that?
I mean, I said boobs don't matter.
Okay, cool. So we'd be fucking. When did you lose your virginity?
Is my mom gonna listen to this?
No. Oh, now you're Mr. Innocent.
15 or 16. Yeah.
Okay, someone wanted to say.
What?
Oh my God, the questions are so funny we got. They said, what is it like for a dude to lose his virginity?
Oh my God. Wow. That is,
once you did it, were you like, I have to do this all the time?
No, I actually got really emotional and I started to cry, and
shut up.
I went and had a cigarette and I got really depressed. And am I a horrible person for saying I didn't care and my life didn't change and it was nothing? I was just like, whatever. Like, I wasn't.
Who was she? Who is she?
Just a girl from another high school.
Was she older?
Same age.
Did you take her virginity too?
Fuck no.
How many girls have you taken their virginity?
None. That's
not true.
No, I swear I haven't. I once dated a girl who was a virgin, and I was like, and then she was like, okay, let's like do this, and I was like, oh man, she like, and I'm not really into. I'm like, I'm not at the point where like I'm like, I knew I liked her, but I was like, oh man, I can't take this girl's virginity because she's like, I'm like, I'm not in love with this girl, and she like saving this her whole life or something special, and like she's like so, and I was like, if I do this, it's
I think what people don't realize about you is you actually do overthink things.
Well, I ended up breaking up with her because I felt bad.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. And then, but it was the right move. I wasn't going to take her virginity. I wasn't like, I knew it meant a lot to her, and I wasn't that guy. So
how do you think having 2 sisters has affected your relationships with women?
Well, sometimes they give me advice and I think it fucks it up, but usually 95% of the time it's really good advice. I'm glad I have older sisters because they've taught me, you know, they're women. They know how women are, and I've learned a lot from them. And it's
You
definitely
talk to
helped
them
me.
all the time on the phone.
Well, when I have questions about women.
Do you think that you are going to be married and have kids one day?
I hope so. I mean, that's what I'd like. I'd
Because
like to have,
you're
you know,
getting kind of
kids.
old.
Yeah, I thought about that too, but I'm not, no rush. Take it day by day. Like I said, no expectations. I want kids. I want to get married. But I also, I mean, I have a pretty good life and I'm busy doing everything I'm doing. And eventually, yeah, I'll see what happens. I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. I literally, I'm not that person. I just live day to day. I never really put expectations on anything.
So thank you. Everyone's been talking about the JoJo video that was released called
Oh my Lord.
In the Dark. You can YouTube it. We want to know, did you have sex with JoJo?
I did not have sex with JoJo. That's funny. I don't think I'm her type of guy. I don't know. I just don't think I was.
But was it fun to work with her?
I mean, yeah, it was fine. It was fucking forever ago. It was fine. I mean, she was super chill. She was nice. It was fine. It was a long day. It was a long day of work, and it was fine.
How many music videos have you been in?
Just that one. I was asked to do a video with Keith Urban 2 years ago in this story between this guy and this girl, like a love story for one of his songs, and my friend was actually directing it, and I ended up not doing it. But that was, other than that, I wouldn't really do music videos. It's not like my thing. Like, you're not, I mean, you're acting, but you're not.
When was the first time someone said, Luke, you should go into modeling?
Jeez, I don't remember. Probably when I was in like maybe 9th grade.
Oh, wow. And did you think you would want to do it?
Fuck, I don't know. I'm so far away from every city and thing in the world up here that it wasn't on my radar. I was more interested in playing hockey and going to school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You infamously got discovered by Josh Hartnett's manager, and then you go to New York City, and you were just in like a big apartment with like a ton of hot dudes. That's what they do with models.
Yeah, I lived in a model apartment. It was crazy. Yeah, I lived in a model apartment. It was fucking, I mean, it was fine at the time, but looking back at it, I'm like, I don't know how I was okay with it.
No, but you were chasing your dream. You were hustling. And then fast forward, you were like, you had such a successful modeling career. And I think I loved knowing that you had like so many different interests, because I felt like I always had my prior career in tennis where it made me who I was. But you said you kind of fell out of love with modeling. When did that happen?
Well, you know what it is? It's not that I fell out of love with modeling. I still do it. Like, the reality is, you're taking pictures, you're trying on clothes, you're doing your thing and whatever. But I didn't fall, like, the work itself doesn't do anything for me. Like, it doesn't fulfill me. I go to work, I get a paycheck. It's kind of like numbing, you know what I'm saying? In the sense that but what I do enjoy about it is the people that you work with. And that's the part that I do enjoy. The work itself, there's no, like, for me, I'm like, okay, cool, like, I'm modeling, but working with awesome people and creating friendships with the art directors and the photographers and your hair makeup in the styles, like, that part is awesome. And traveling, and like, that is so fucking cool, and I'm so thankful for it. And I've made some great friends.
How often do you try to have sex with the model you're with?
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. No, I've had some fun shoots, but usually everything's pretty professional.
Ew, Luke, stop trying to make me jealous.
Everything's pretty professional.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Never mix business and pleasure. You never do that.
I mean, I have, for sure. Like, but yeah, anyway.
Well, now I'm upset, and now you've ruined the mood.
Are you crying?
No.
Are you on your phone during this? You're supposed to be talking.
I'm answering questions. I'm looking at the questions. Okay, Instagram. Now we're gonna get a little deeper, because I've been really fucking easy on you in the beginning. What's your biggest physical insecurity?
Oh, wow. Probably It's tough because I got a couple of them. Probably my quarantine gut, my quarantine belly that I have. No, I'm just kidding. No, I have an eye. I have a lazy eye. I have my right eye. I'm almost blind in my right eye, and if my eye will go like inward, it'll go like crooked if I don't wear contacts. It just like sits lower. Yeah, I still have it. I can't see out of my right eye for shit, and I think it's the muscles or whatever that are in your eye are weak, so my eyelid kind of sits down though if I don't have my contacts in. It's fucking weird. But I noticed
that's why you're so bad at tennis.
I was smoking Wilson 2s by you all summer long. Anyway, but no, I think that's definitely it. And then I'm sure one day if and when I lose my hair, that'll definitely be it, because I like having hair. But otherwise, yeah, that's well, we'll see. I'm not good to my hair. I wear a hat every day, but that's definitely it. My eye is fucked up, but you don't notice it unless I'm really tired and my contacts are in.
What's your biggest emotional insecurity, or like something about your personality, something that's not physical?
My biggest emotional insecurity. Wow, I've never even thought about that, Hannah. Emotionally, give me, like, what do you mean emotional insecurity?
Are you insecure about meeting new people, or like insecure about your voice, or insecure about your like money, or like
I'm definitely
anything that isn't.
I'm definitely insecure about music and singing. That's why I never do it, even though you've said otherwise. I know I can actually carry a tune if I really want, and I'm not fucked up, and I'm like, but like I don't know, like I just never, like I've sang for friends, and they're like, dude, why don't you ever perform? And I'm like, yeah, no, because I'm afraid to do it. And then of course Bravo, they helped that insecurity a lot by airing me when I'm so fucked up I can hardly play the damn guitar, let alone
I know. I like to make fun of you all the time, and I didn't realize it was such a big insecurity, because I thought it was just hilarious, because you're not a singer, you're not a professional singer. I think you're great at guitar, and I've asked Luke to get singing lessons with my mom, who sings, to like, because you haven't had like formal training, and I do think you have some potential. And then you're like posting videos trying to prove to people that you're good at singing.
Well, I posted those prior to the show, Hannah.
I was making fun of him on Giggly Squad, saying to put the guitar away, and then Luke got mad at me.
Well, I was like, yeah, Hannah, you tell me that you believe in my music, and then you throw me under the bus and say, yeah, you just suck. And I was like, okay, which way are we going here, Hannah?
Because right now you do suck. I believe in you in the future if you put in the work and you learn how to sing.
Bob Dylan didn't have a great voice. He just wrote good music. There's a lot of people that don't have good voices. I could sing down low and just be fine with it, and just write music and not care, just playing bars and whatever.
So we got into it a little right before the reunion, because we were dealing with, I think, external stuff. Words were being said on shit and whatever. And I think Luke and I had a moment where we just like needed a break from each other. And is there anything from the reunion that you regret? Because we got into it. I'll say mine part 2, what I regret.
I think, for me, lesson learned is you should always communicate with people. And, for me, we didn't communicate. I had communicated to you about some things, and via text, and I felt like, in that moment, what I had talked to you about, you weren't like taking that in, because it was like continuing to happen. And I was like, what? And then anyway, it was, so it just led to us not like, I don't even know, but
we didn't talk the 2 weeks before the reunion. And I also have a side of me that like, if I feel like someone gets mad at me, I want you to call me and talk to me about it, instead of just like sending an angry text. Cause then I feel like you don't trust me, and you're just like, fuck you. And I didn't respond how you thought I would respond. I think you thought I'd respond how I normally respond, which is like, let's talk this through. It's a misunderstanding. But instead I said, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. But you also
you like that though? Did it turn you on?
No, I didn't. but I'm going to put you on the spot now and tell you that I did talk to you about it. The reason I text you is because it was the third time that I was actually talking to you about it. That's why I text you.
I didn't like your angry texts.
Oh my God.
I don't like text fighting. I think
man.
text fighting is stupid. And I also, yeah, I'm a woman of many words, and I don't like to fucking text stuff. I like, if you care about me and you love me, then you'll talk it through with me. But
I did twice, and then I was like, okay, whatever. I can't, which is fine. Just saying, I did talk to you. I did care 2 times in a row.
Yeah, but we were fighting because you thought that I was saying a lot. He thought I was talking shit about him when realistically it was like, it was a combination.
It wasn't just that though. I feel like I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you can.
I thought it was I thought that I had communicated with you. It had more to do with the show and us and that, and that's what I was trying to
we started to like refight about things we fought about over the show with the pressure of external stuff, and we didn't talk before the reunion because part of me was like, I'm not fucking apologizing. And then reunion came and we got kind of heated, and people were very confused. People were like,
I wasn't heated. You asked me if I wanted to fight. I wasn't heated.
I asked you if you want to fight because I felt like you were like putting your focus onto me when I felt like I was someone who's had your back since day one, and there were so many other people that you could call out for like legitimate wrong things.
But, and I for me, I explained to you that I feel like it had to do with a lot of it had to do with I thought I was very clear to you about where I stood and how things were. And then watching back on the show with you talking to your friends, it came across as a lot different than that. And that was upsetting to me because then I had the heat from your friends coming on me. And I was like, well, Hannah, why can't, like, you understand what I'm saying? And that's what was hard. So it was like, who am I talking with to you? I'm like, is Hannah, like, because I'm telling her all these things, but yet what she's saying to her friends and what's being communicated wasn't what we were discussing or where we left off. And that was very frustrating for me.
And I think to this day in real life,
we've talked about it.
Yeah. But I want people, the Little Devils, to know that real life, you would never see what your significant other is talking to their friends about. And like, I am going to be slightly different with you than when I'm like opening up about the relationship and asking for advice with my friends. But to this day, I stand by the fact that like, I understood where you were coming from, but at the time I was using them to vent that I felt blue-balled, and I had dealt with a previous relationship with a guy who used sex as control, where he would he would not want to have sex with me because he had his own issues with sex, and I started to just feel unwanted. So that's why I think like with you, I was like, no, I get it. I get the logic, but then my own past trauma was making me, when I was with my friends, being like, I feel blue-balled and I feel unwanted and I want to fuck. I said that to Carl that one time. The blue-balling thing.
And all I could do is tell you that from me is I always like during the weekend when we were filming, I always told you my truth. And,
so and
regardless of whatever happened
my thing
between you and your friends is whatever.
If you were, are you looking at a lollipop right now? Where the fuck did you get that lollipop?
I got I got a whole bag of Tootsie Rolls in that thing.
Okay, anyway.
Well, they're my nieces when she's out here. But then I eat.
So yeah, what I was gonna say is, if you did not want to you didn't want to hurt me and stuff, did you feel like by you like calling me so much and wanting to hang out, emotions could get involved and people could get hurt?
100%. But I also knew that our connection, like I loved spending my time with you, and I loved the relationship that we had, in the sense that like you were like a best friend, and I loved that, and I loved like I wouldn't not want to have that in my life either. And that's another reason why it was so tricky, because I wouldn't want to sleep with you and then have things get even more complicated and be like, well, now that sucks because I really enjoy Hannah as a human being and love having her in my life. And now that we just fucked that up.
Did you feel very confused as to like, do I want this girl to be my best friend or like my girlfriend?
100%. And also, yeah, and it was also confusing because I was clearly still in love with my ex-girlfriend, like, you know, and that played a huge role in a lot of things. But you know, I also knew that I enjoy you as a person, and a ton. And I think that, and I've said this to you before, that regardless of whatever the rest of our lives, I'm sure we'll be a part of each other's lives no matter what happens, you know. And I think that that's important. You know, you find few people in your life that you have that with, that you can be. I do
agree with you. I think there's something special about you, and we have overcome a lot together, whether it's like a national TV show, drama with friends. We've overcome a lot, and we're still very cool. And I would still have sex with you. Okay.
That's awesome. Is your wrist sore, by the way, though? It's so funny watching you hold that fucking microphone while you're talking to me. It's so big. You're like this.
Yeah, I know how to handle a big microphone. Get your brain out of the gutter. So this is a really good question right before we play our final game. You're doing great. Is fuck, marry, kill.
I never do this. People ask me to do this, and I never do it.
You have to do it.
I don't have to.
You have to do it for me. Paige, Lindsay, Danielle.
Oh man, I can't believe you make me. I can't. I'd fuck them all. I'm a fuck boy. Remember?
Luke! Luke, you have to do it.
No.
Also, can you not be all sloppy with that? It's an audio recording, and you're sucking on a lollipop. This is what good-looking people get away with.
I'm living in the moment, Hannah. This is real.
Okay, well, answer the question.
Well, I'd probably. I fucking hate this fucking game. It's so stupid.
Okay, we don't have to do it, but then I'm going to ask you a worse question.
All right. You're ridiculous. You're trying to intimidate me. All right.
Okay, fuck, marry, kill. Me?
No, I'll just do it. I'll answer it. No, I'm going to answer it. I would marry Danielle, fuck Lindsay, and kill Paige.
How dare you! How dare you! Oh God!
No, I would never.
Answer.
Listen, I would never kill Paige. The only reason I said I'd kill Paige is because she was so mean to me last summer. Other than that, I would never do that.
Okay, fuck, marry, kill.
You can't ask me again.
This is the last one.
No, we just did it. I don't have two rounds.
It's an easy one. It's really easy.
No. Okay.
Fuck, marry, kill. Me, or me.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Okay. If you were to go to a psychic, like you had on the show, but you could ask them anything, what would you want to know about your future?
Wow, that is. I mean, I'd want to know a lot of things. Probably. Oh. Is it weird that I want to? No, I wouldn't want that. It sucks that I take so long to answer these, but like these are.
Okay, I'm gonna edit it.
These are questions that you have to think about.
Yeah, I challenge you. I challenge you every day to be a smarter man, and it's not working.
Probably.
Oh, you're asking me questions that I have to think about. Oh no, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, probably if I don't fucking know, Hannah.
Don't get mad at me that your brain's
I'm not
working.
mad at you. I'm just saying probably I don't know, just basic shit, like if I'll be healthy the rest of my life, if I'll meet someone and have a family one day, like how long am I gonna how long till I meet someone like that, or that I'll be with the rest of my life, or shit like that. Like, I don't know, is the world gonna be safe in 20 years for me to have kids? I don't fucking know, like shit like that, I guess. Nothing too crazy. Nothing out of the ordinary.
When was the last time you were depressed?
Um, oh, probably. Let me think.
And be honest.
When, huh?
Be honest.
Yeah, I am. Mm, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Probably when, I don't know. I don't think about this shit.
Luke,
Okay.
when was the last time you were sad?
Oh, that's easy. Probably when
Stop smacking on the lollipop. People are going to give me 1-star reviews.
you keep telling me you're editing this shit.
Yeah, I can't edit out every fucking sloppy little smack that you do.
The people are going to think you're blowing
Just bite it. Just bite it like a normal person.
I can't.
Bite it like how I want to bite your dick right now.
Probably, I think during the quarantine, I've had a lot of time to, because I've been isolated by myself and just working on my cabin, and it's brought back a lot of things from my past relationship to me. And I think that, I thought a lot about her, us, me, how things were, and like just where I'm at today compared to where I was. And, part of me had thought, just thought like, I wish that we had met at another time because it would have worked out. So that made me a bit sad, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like Luke and I have had a lot of talks about this.
Mm-hmm.
And I do feel like you have this thing with yourself that you're like, I didn't know what I had when I had it.
Yeah. Well, yes, but also like, yeah, I just think that I know that the reality for me is that I was single for 3 years.
Yeah.
Before I met her. And I wasn't supposed to like her or even date her. Like it wasn't supposed to be like that. And it ended up being that way. And then over time,
are you supposed to date anyone?
Well, no, but what I'm getting at is I feel like now it's like, wow, like I really, like, I just wish I would have done. I'm not saying I'm all at fault in a lot of in the relationship, but yeah. I'm the type of person that I would take responsibility for the things I did do wrong. And it really upsets me that, that I didn't do things right, but I also wasn't aware and I didn't know because I wasn't ready. And that bothers me. Like that actually eats away at me.
But I also feel like your perspective is skewed in that give yourself more credit that if she was the right one at that time, you would have known what you had. And I think that what it sounds like, because I was not there, was that it was some form of a toxic relationship where toxic relationships are like high, low, high, low, high, low. And the highs are so high and the lows are so low. And it's like a drug. So then when you lose it, you feel like you miss the highs and that excitement. But when you were in it, you weren't happy. And I feel like because you're so far away from it, you look back at it sometimes in rose-colored glasses. And all I'm going to say this one time is that, like, I feel like the world and the universe puts you in situations over and over again until you learn, and you'll do the same thing until you can learn. And I'm just saying that I feel like you could be looking back at this situation in 2 years and be like, damn, I didn't know what I had with Hannah because I was not in the right mindset and I didn't take advantage of it. I'm just saying. I'm just putting that to the universe.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree with you. I'm in 100% agreement with you on all the above. But I also am the type of person that, I should say I think about, like I know where I'm at. Put it this way. I know where I'm at and I know if I'm ready or if I'm not. And right now, like I'm still healing and I'm living my life. And I feel like that's what I need to do. And that's what I need to do.
I also realized people have to understand that I was not an easy, like, person to talk to because I was also very emotionally unavailable. I was still pretty hurt from my relationship from, I'd say it was like a year and a half before I met you. Then I dated British Dave, then I dated Armand a little, but those I like wasn't putting myself out there for them. I was not available for them. That's why Armand, like after 3 months, I was like, I don't care. I wasn't caring about anyone or anything. So then when you were like caring about me and calling me, I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm not looking for this. So that's why it was such an interesting combination of emotions from the two of us, because both of us were unavailable, but I wanted to have sex in an unavailable way, where you were like, I want someone that I feel connected with, but I don't want the sex because the sex is more complicated when it comes to you.
I mean, yeah, I mean, that's a smart way of putting it.
I mean, one of us has to be the smart one and the funny one. And
on my focus right now, all my focus has been
building walls.
Yeah, basically.
Building emotional walls or physical walls. Which one, Lucas?
That's another thing about me is I have walls up. It's hard to get through. It's really hard to get through them. So.
And also you're stubborn, and sometimes, yeah, you're really fucking stubborn.
No, I'm not. I used to be. I'm not that stubborn.
Do you think I'm stubborn?
You admit to it.
Okay, before we play our final game, just enough about me. What do you think about me? Do you think, what is your favorite quality of mine, and what is your least favorite quality of mine?
Favorite quality is your personality. You're fun, you're funny, spontaneous, and I think that like that for me is, I love that. Like, I really think that's amazing. What I don't like is that you, and I'll say it because I've said it to you before, you don't communicate when you're upset.
True.
And communicating with people is very important, because how do you solve a problem, or can someone understand if something's wrong or they've done something wrong if you don't talk to them?
Yeah, the first time I was really upset with you was right before the reunion, and I just was like, done. I'm very like Italian, like Sicilian. We cut people out of our lives real quick, you know? Yeah, or I'm like, if they don't just fucking understand where I'm coming from, then I was like, he doesn't understand me. I was like, he doesn't get it. And the fact he doesn't understand, when I realized that like you also had perspectives on things that I need to accept and talk through.
Well, yeah,
you're right.
I mean, it's part, but yeah, that's
how you nailed it. That was really good, Luke. You kind of know me.
I know you a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, you don't know the inside of my vagina though. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, actually I do.
Yeah, but your dick doesn't.
Yeah, but I've seen it.
Yeah, you wore your glasses. I was like, why do you have to wear glasses?
Because I didn't want you to see my crooked eye.
I'm pretty sure in that moment I wouldn't care. Oh, also quick tip. Do you have any tips for cunnilingus for going that long?
Not really. I don't know. Just get after it.
Okay, tip number 2, as a model, do you have any advice for people taking good photos? Like, is there anything that you see people mess up all the time, like average people when they're taking a photo?
Hannah, in all honesty,
have perfect bone structure.
No, it's funny. It's funny when people are like, I need my good side, or oh my God, like it didn't work out. I'm like, just take a fucking picture. Like, I don't care. Just take the picture. Like, when for real, a picture's a picture. Like, just take the damn thing. Smile, don't smile. Just take it. It's done. Like, there's no advice. Just take the picture. What you see is what you get.
You guys heard it here first. It's now time to play the 7 deadly sins. Cue the music. Okay, Luke, what are you greedy about?
Ooh. What am I greedy about? Damn. Fuck, Hannah. I know I'm gonna think about something that's I don't know, Hannah. Probably my time. I don't know.
That's good. Yeah, you were like, I gotta go fix some walls, so I'm only free at 2:30 Central.
Yeah, no, my time, I think, but it's just because I'm busy, because I have a busy life.
Can I say what I think you're greedy about?
Yeah.
I think you're greedy about.
No, you can't. No, you can't. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I was like, I'm going to unleash the truth. I think you're greedy about like loving like close friends. Like, you will do anything for a close friend. And you're greedy 100%. About like them and their time, and like you'll defend them for anything, and you'll do anything for anyone. Oh, real quick, you used to listen to this podcast, then you stopped.
Yeah.
Why'd you stop?
Oh, my back itches. This 10-inch bolt's a great back scratcher. I swear to God.
Don't deflect. Let's not deflect.
No, because I don't know. I was listening to it, and then I was just like, all right, Hannah's talking about shit I just don't need to listen to. So I don't listen.
Was it because I said British Dave had a big dick? Was it because of that?
No, God, no. I don't care. It had nothing to do with that. It literally, I just don't. I don't listen to. I do listen to Watch It Crappin' sometimes because it's just funny.
But you did listen. You just said I talked about some things that made you uncomfortable, and you know what? That's okay.
Yeah, I just don't need to hear certain things that you say. Like, I don't know, like some shit.
I love that I can affect you in that way, though. It turns me on. Who are you envious of?
Wow.
Whose life would you be like, I wouldn't mind living that life?
Well, I mean, there isn't one person. I mean, there's people that I don't know. I'm kind of thankful for my life. Like, I think I have I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to change anything because it would change who I am, and I like who I am.
I love that for you. What about with singing? Maybe Sturgill Simpson or the other guy you like?
No, I mean, well, no. I mean, they're amazing. I love their music. I mean, I don't want to have good vocals necessarily either. I just want to be me and just go. Like, I swear to God, like because you know what, Hannah, this is how I look at it with music, and this is just my thing. I have a lot of stories. I've been through a lot of shit in my life, and I can write a lot of stories down, and I can tell stories and play my guitar. And a lot of musicians aren't necessarily great singers, but they're great storytellers. And I think that sometimes I had a shitty life just so I could share stories with people that they can relate to and maybe inspire them or move them, or they, and I feel like the musicians I listen to the most, I don't listen to Ryan Bingham. I love his voice, but I don't listen to Ryan Bingham and think he's just like the shit because he's got vocals like fucking Adele or something. I listen to his lyrics. He's one of the best lyricists around, man. The way he writes music is so creative, and there's so when someone sings, I always say this, you don't need to be a good singer, because if you see someone live and they're just performing and singing someone else's lyrics or singing, I'm not into that. I don't care how good their voice is. God gave them that, right? But I want to see someone that when they sing, their emotions are into what they're feeling, what they're singing, what they're saying. And that's a singer-songwriter. That's connection. And that, like, when I listen to Ryan Bingham, his life wasn't easy, and I relate to it a lot. And I love his tunes, man. I love his music, and he's found himself to have a lot of success, and I love seeing that. And it's so amazing because he had a really, really rough life. Like, really. You
talk about your past a little bit on the show, but what do you think was like your rock bottom growing up? I
mean, it's tough. It's tough when the family life isn't easy, and and money's not there, and food and heating, and my parents have a lot of love and they're very good to me, but I'm not going to get too much into detail because I don't have to, but it was tough. My dad wasn't always around, and my parents didn't always get along, and me and my sisters as kids, it just wasn't easy seeing some things and dealing with things that we had to deal with. And but the one thing my parents always did was they loved us. It was just, it was always tough, and it was never easy. And then, but I got to experience a lot of interesting shit, put it that way, growing up as a kid. And then I also lost, like my best friend, he passed away by suicide, and that was really tough for me as well. And I just feel like, there's a lot of things that happen in life. I got picked on too as a kid a lot when I was younger, and there's a lot of shit, and you get picked on when you're not fiscally there.
Mm. Like
That's why
making
I
fun of
said
your
my
jeans or your
outlet.
shoes or something.
Yeah. My parents did the best they could. There were years that I would have like some new shoes and stuff. Then there were years that I would have new shoes, but they weren't like Nikes or something, for school clothes or whatever. But it was, I know my parents hate when I talk about this shit because they feel bad, but they don't have to. I'm
No.
super thankful. They did a good job with me. I love them.
Also, you still talk to your parents every day, and I
oh
love the
yeah,
relationship that you have with
yeah,
your parents.
yeah. And I'm at where I'm at because of them. So, but I feel like, I keep saying I feel like, but it's because when I'm in thought, it just, it was an interesting life, and it's been an interesting life. It was an interesting childhood, but my escape, for me, a lot of my escape was the reason I was good at hockey. And I said this before, is that I would just go to the rink. I would get done with school and I'd have hockey practice, and then I would just go to the rink after hockey and just play hockey for hours till like 9:30. They shut the lights off, and then I'd walk back home with my stick, and through the snow. But it was my escape from everything else that was going on in my life.
Yeah.
And I just being on the rink, just playing hockey. It just, whether there's a ton of people there, we had a big game going.
It's also an equalizer. It doesn't matter how much money you have or if your parents are mad or not. If you're good at hockey, you're good at hockey.
And the only reason I got good is because I was literally lived at the rink, because it was where I'd go and what I'd do to escape from everything else that was going on in my life. And I didn't realize that at the time. But as you get older, you look back on it and you're like, wow, but yeah, it was interesting.
Why do you think hockey guys get such a bad rep?
I mean, not every hockey guy does. I can tell you right now, there's no other sport I feel like that is as where people are as humble and have more of a team
STDs?
personality. And not what's that?
The
STDs? That's fucked up, Hannah.
Okay, wait. Next question.
I feel like hockey guys. Listen, every athlete's going to be what they are, but I do feel like hockey guys overall are really humble and good people.
Yeah. What are you gluttonous about? So what do you like overindulge in?
Food and good music. Motorcycles.
You love
motorcycles.
Sweet. You also overindulge in making fires at night and beers.
Yeah. No, I haven't drank. I know I used to, but I haven't drank in a while. But no, I think I overindulge in really just, I eat a ton. Like, I'm a trash can. I eat everything. Yeah. And then
me and you love eating together. Luke would just text me, be like, what do you want for dinner? And I'd be like, sushi. And he's like, come over, let's watch tennis. And he would have tennis on his TV. And I was like, I need to marry this man, but I hate him. Okay. Yeah. When was the last time you experienced extreme wrath? So anger. Like, when was the last time you got really pissed at something?
Yesterday.
At what?
I was building a frame, and it's been, I don't know how Minnesota's land at 10,000 lakes, because it's a land of wind ever since the weather has been somewhat warm. It's just windy every fucking day. Mm-hmm. And I was outside, and I was trying to, I had 2 2x4s on the ground, and I was trying to get the 2 ends. You don't understand. Anyway, and the 2 ends together, and the screw, I was using 3.5-inch screws, torque screws.
Well, that was your problem, the torque screw.
But it was like, there was so much wind, and I couldn't. It was a 2-person. I would have been fine once it was started. Like, once the boards were together, it was zip, zip, zip. But just getting the first screw in, and I was so fucking angry. I couldn't deal. And then I was like, okay, I need to relax because I shouldn't get angry. But I was angry, and then I just threw my chops on and said, fuck it. And then I was like, damn it, I can't believe I just threw my chops off.
When was the last time you were a sloth? So you didn't do anything all day? Because I know that you wake up, no matter how hard you party in New York City, which was so fucking annoying, you'd wake up at 8 a.m., you'd go to the gym, you'd do work, you'd answer emails, you'd fix your whole kitchen. When was the last time you just were like, fuck it, I'm not doing shit today, I'm relaxing?
When I first got back here in March from New York, when I was sick. And I tried doing stuff, and then I just got more sick. So I'm not the type of person that likes to sit around unless I'm in a relationship and I will just sit on the couch and hang out with whoever I'm in a relationship with and watch a movie and chill. That's fine. Like I'll do that and enjoy that. I
Well,
think
that's
that's really
also
good.
adding to like a
But
relationship. It's like you're putting in work to enhance that connection. So it's
oh
like
yeah,
not
no,
like doing it for
but
nothing.
some relationships. So remember we've had this discussion. That I was in a relationship and the girl I was dating would be like, "Well, that's just what boyfriends do." I'm like, "No, actually, I don't have to do that. I'm choosing to do that for you. Like I do that because I care, even though it doesn't. Whatever. Okay. Um, but anyway, yeah. So no, but I enjoy that, and it's just like, but if I'm not in a relationship, I'm go grind all day every day. It's just who I am. I like to get shit done, and I love design, so that's why I'm. I love this shit.
Final question. When was the last time you lusted over someone?
Um, pretty much during this podcast.
Good answer. See, guys, I trained him pretty well. He can't be managed at all. Luke does whatever the fuck he wants. But Luke, to wrap this up, I think you are so kind of wise and you've been through so many things and you're so handsome. What advice would you give to people who are going through hell right now on how to cope with their hell?
It's not for everybody, but it's what helped me most of my life, and to this day does, even though like sometimes I get so busy I just lose focus. And honestly, I think it's faith. I'm telling you right now that you don't have to be a Christian if you don't want to, and you don't, whatever. I don't push that on people, but my faith in God and my Christianity, like being a Christian, is gotten me through so many tough times in life. And I think it's important to have that, because when you don't have people and you don't, outside of your family and friends, you don't have anybody. The one thing you do have is faith, and don't give up. You have to have hope, because when you go through the trials and tribulations, when you get through the smoke and the bullshit and stuff, and you get out to the other side of that, you come out a stronger, better person. And I always think that God, I'm always like, what do you, why? And then sometimes, why are you testing me like this now? Because I don't like it. It's not easy. I don't understand what your process is. That's why I have this tattoo. It says, it's from, the Bible. It's a Psalm, and it says, what I'm doing now, you do not understand, or what I'm doing, you do not understand now, but afterward you will understand. And then I signed it Alpha and Omega. And
I like that.
The reason I have that is because, when I was going through my past relationship, I thought I knew everything. I thought I knew what I was doing. I thought, and then I realized, no, I was maybe really selfish there. And I was, you start to see a lot of things, and then you're like, well, God, why is it not going, my way? Why can't it be this way? And you have to accept it, and you have to grow from it. But you have to also, with faith, you find comfort in it. And I feel like we all need that as human beings. You need to have that comfort. And because sometimes, like I said, the one thing that will always be there is your faith. And your family and friends aren't always going to be there. And you only have yourself. And for me, I have myself and God. And that's really, I don't know, if I could give advice, it would be to find something to believe in, and it'll help you. It really does. I mean, it really does.
Well, Luke, this has been fantastic. I've gone through a lot of different emotions through this.
Is that why you're crying?
Yeah, just a little bit. Get me in my feelings. I don't want to feel anything. I just want to be numb. And I just want to be
Are you okay?
by you. No, I'm good.
Are you okay? Okay.
Stop fucking flirting with me. You're so annoying. Okay, you're doing a lot of fun stuff right now. Where can people follow you? Where can people buy your stuff? Give me the goods.
Wow. Okay, so you can follow me at Hannah Berner. Okay. Yeah. You can follow me, but at Luke Gulbranson, not Gulbranson, like Hannah said. Yeah, Gulbranson on Instagram. I'm so bad at Twitter. I don't even know what my handle is. I think it's Gulbranson _
Okay,
Luke. You might know it. Do you know it? I don't know it.
Yeah, it's like Gulbranson _ Yeah. Whatever his name is. Also, where can people get your jewelry and your clothing?
Yeah. I was getting to that, Hannah. Come on.
Whatever.
No. But you can find my jewelry at arcoshop.com, and that's rcoshop.com. And then on my Instagram for it is Ranger 3 underscores, because Lord knows there's a bunch of Ranger codes, but it's Ranger 3 underscores co is my Instagram. Yeah, so Arco, R stands for Ranger. That's why the company's called Arco. It's short for Ranger.
And
arcoshop.com.
he's made me some rings. Everything is homemade. It's amazing. It's incredible. And I don't know, I feel very fortunate to have met you on the show, and I feel fortunate to have this podcast to be able to like show our perspective and our side and our relationship unedited. And yeah, I'm just grateful to have you in my life.
Yeah, Hannah, I love you dearly. You know that, and I'm thankful to have you in my life as well. The one, the one thing about the show for me, being a part of it, is that, and I answer this, and you hear it in podcast interviews, is that I walked away with, I feel like, a great group of friends. But some relationships are clearly stronger than others, and I'm extremely thankful for have been able to be part of it, and have you and everybody in my life, and I'm very thankful for that. That's one thing I find to be very interesting, is when you don't grow up when you were like, who would you like to, if you could have someone else's life or whatever. The reason I answered it was saying I'm happy with my life is because, one thing that I know I probably wouldn't be if my life wasn't the way it was, is I'm thankful for everything, man. I'm thankful for food. I always said food in my belly and a roof over my head. That's all I need. If I'm doing that, I'm okay. I'm okay. Mm-hmm. And because that's really all I've ever needed. So the fact that I have a place at the lake and stuff now, I've worked for it and stuff, but I thank God every day. I go, I don't need these things. But
yeah,
I'm thankful for
I think that's what
them,
connected us, because anyone who listens to the podcast knows that, like, ever since going through hardships, like, I just want to wake up in the morning, with food in my stomach, a roof over my head, and being happy. And if I have that, and I know happiness is not this complex, crazy thing. It's not something you have to find and get. It's something that everyone has inside them. And once you can find that, good things happen. I think both of me and you are pretty minimalist with that. I don't think it's about where you are. It's who you're with and how you feel about yourself in your own head, how you talk to yourself every day.
I think that's important. And I think we all fall off the wagon with that, including me, because it's important to wake up with the right attitude. If you have a good attitude, your day's going to go good. Even if it's bad, if things go bad, you'll still have a good attitude about it. But, and I also think that, with the happiness aspect of it, when you step back from reality and kind of take everything in, one of the reasons I like coming home is because I like nature, and that makes me happy. It's not, listen to someone when they're talking to you. Don't just nod your head and be like, yeah. Like, really take it in, like, get to know people. Like, understand them. You'll be a better person for it. Like, look at the flowers and look at them. Look at a tree and take it in. When you're with people, the time that you have with them, enjoy it, because they're not always going to be there. And,
you're so right.
I think those are all things that are important, because if you look at it, if you really take everything in and, like, just think, like, wow, like, there's a tree right there. Like, that tree's living. Like, wow, it was once this big. It's like, it's just crazy. It's seen some shit. It's been around longer than fucking half the people here, or whatever. It's just cool. That
are you in quarantine so long that you're trying to fuck a tree?
I mean, that might
be. Are you getting crushes on trees? You're like, damn,
my
that tree looks fucking good.
My maple trees are sexy. They produce some serious maple syrup for me.
Yeah. You made them orgasm maple syrup.
It actually comes out as water. But
with that said, I'll keep you guys posted on if Luke ever sends me maple syrup. I feel like you guys got to know Luke a lot more. And Luke, you survived hell. I'm very proud of you. And
yeah, thanks, Anna. It was actually I mean, it's warm outside here, but I thought it wasn't so bad. Maybe next time bring the heat, huh?
I knew he was gonna do that. I didn't want you to cry like a little bitch, so I didn't ask you any tough questions. I asked you some. We only cried a couple times.
You just know that if you ask bad questions, you probably wouldn't hear from me in a while. I'd pull a hand on and just not talk to you.
Thank you for coming to hell, you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. I hopefully I wasn't too boring. I'm just in a mellow mindset.
You fucking killed it. Okay, we're stopping the recording.